One of my all-time favorite books is Essentialism by Greg McKeown. It's about being intentional about what you emphasize in life or business so execution becomes clearer and more manageable. I see that way of thinking show up very clearly in E-2 visa cases, both in how businesses operate in the real world and in how those businesses are understood during the visa application process. From a business standpoint, focused companies are often easier to run day to day. Decision-making tends to be simpler. Resources are deployed more deliberately, and it's usually easier to tell what's actually driving results versus what's just noise. That same focus also tends to be helpful from an E-2 visa application perspective. Focused businesses are generally easier for an adjudicator to understand quickly because there are fewer moving parts competing for attention. They also tend to be easier to explain on paper and in interviews, simply because attention and time aren't split across multiple directions. That certainly doesn't mean that multi-focused businesses aren't allowed under the E-2. They absolutely are. But when a business has multiple services, multiple models, or multiple directions, it naturally requires more explanation. From the adjudicator's perspective, that isn't a negative. It just means that there's more to absorb in a limited amount of time. Looking at E-2 cases through an essentialist lens helps explain why focus can be advantageous in the real-world operation of a business, and why that same focus often makes the application easier to understand and evaluate.